Global Towers. Starting with the SSS Rank Talent, God Tier Extraction Chapter 1 Create Chapter. Talent. Unawakened 5. At this moment, the beautiful instructor in front of them continued, each person only has one chance to awaken their talent, and each will only have one talent. Before awakening, the average HP and MP are both around 100, other attributes average around 10, while luck averages around 30. In addition, after the awakening, each talent has a corresponding grade, from the lowest F grade to the highest SSS grade, a total of 9 grades. Currently, the highest grade of talent that humans have awakened is the A grade, but it'll be good enough if you get a D grade talent. If you awaken a C grade talent, you will be worthy of the Federation's focus. 30. Hearing the instructor's words, Lu Yan looked at the attributes of others. Indeed, their numbers didn't vary much from his. 1. At this moment, the students were also whispering amongst themselves. I don't ask for much, I'll be very satisfied to just have a D grade talent related to combat. The proportion of people with D grade talents seems to be around 50%. If we get an E grade talent, we can still stay behind as a support member, but an F grade talent would just be considered trash. Class 3 just entered the tower last week. It's said that there are 3 students who awakened C grade talents, and they are all being specially nurtured by the Federation. Their families are all also being given special care, and are living a very comfortable life. 6. Sigh, I wonder what grade of a talent I can awaken. 1. The instructor looked at the time and said seriously, everyone, the time has arrived. Prepare to enter the tower. I wish all of you in advance that you will awaken powerful talents and help humanity rise. 3. Then, one by one, the students lined up and entered the tower. Soon, it was Lu Yan's turn. Upon entering the tower, Lu Yan felt a cool sensation all over his body, followed by intense dizziness. By the time Lu Yan recovered, he had already arrived in another world. Unlike the blue planet that was already in ruins, this world was incomparably beautiful. The surroundings were filled with towering trees full of vitality as well as all sorts of exotic flowers and plants. However, Lu Yan remembered the instructor's instructions. Although this world looked beautiful, it was full of dangers. That being said, during the first entry of the tower, there would be a white halo that would act as temporary protection, which was also known as the beginner's protection time. 5. As Lu Yan was observing the world around him, notifications popped up one after another on his wristband. He held his hand up and took a look, only to see that on the screen of the local network, notifications of new talents being awakened was constantly being displayed. Congratulations on awakening an F-grade talent, increased appetite. 16. Congratulations on awakening a D-grade talent, boundless strength. 1. Congratulations on awakening an E-grade talent, increased vision. Congratulations on awakening a C-grade talent, talents at the C grade will be automatically hidden. 6. Ellipsis. As the notifications of each talent were displayed, one by one, the students completed their awakening and obtained their respective talents. Lu Yan took a rough look. There were all kinds of talents that had been awakened, but most of them were in the F to C grade. Even C grade talents were few, and the highest grade that had been awakened seemed to be that of a B grade. However, at this moment, Lu Yan suddenly felt his whole body go soft. He almost fell to the ground, which he tried to stop. After a long time, the numbness in Lu Yan's body gradually disappeared. Talent awakening, completed. Lu Yan quickly checked the talent that he had awakened through his smart wristband. 2. Divine Extraction. Grade. SSS. Effects. The ability to extract anything. Extracting impurities will allow you to increase the strength of equipment. Extracting beasts will allow you to obtain leveling resources. Please explore the rest of the effects by yourself. 16. A simple introduction, but extremely straightforward. Especially the SSS grade label was extremely shocking. 1. Lu Yan was instantly overjoyed in his heart. To think he had awakened a talent at the highest grade, SSS grade. 2. Although Lu Yan did not understand the specific effects of this talent, from what he did know, it was able to continuously increase his strength, which would allow him to continuously become stronger. The talent's growth ability was truly heaven-defying. At this moment, a broadcast sounded from the wristbands of all the humans in the tower. Results of the awakening this time are as such. F-grade talent, 28 people. E-grade talent, 10 people. D-grade talent, 9 people. C-grade talent, 6 people. B-grade talent, 1 person. A-grade talent, 0 people. S-grade talent and above, 1 person. 3. The surrounding students had been discussing the strength of their talents and the uses of their talents in survival and battle. When they heard the broadcast, they were all stunned. Damn, someone actually awakened an S-grade talent. Is this for real? Didn't they say that the current highest grade is only a grade? How could there be an S-grade? Exclamation mark quote. 4. A strong person has been born, and our era can finally continue. 4. Listening to the discussions of the surrounding students, Lu Yan was secretly laughing in his heart. What he had awakened was not just an S-grade talent, but an SSS grade talent. 4. Global Towers. Starting with the SSS rank talent, God Tier Extraction. Chapter 2. Becoming Stronger with Zero Effort, a Terrifying Level 1 Beast. Lu Yan carefully read through the description and effects of the divine extraction. According to the description, he could extract anything with this talent. By extracting a corresponding material, he would obtain the corresponding attributes. 4. As for the exact number of attributes that would be obtained and whether or not he could obtain other things, Lu Yan still needed to explore it on his own. However, just looking at it what was shown in the description, the talent was already incomparably powerful. Being able to extract anything meant that Lu Yan could continuously improve himself in all aspects, allowing him to become a powerful all-rounded warrior. 1. His growth potential was incomparably terrifying. At this moment, the surrounding students were also discussing the strength of their respective talents. Damn, it's one thing for me to awaken the worst F-grade talent, but why is it the increased appetite talent? This is just useless. 3. Haha. I've got a D-grade talent, endless strength, at that. It can't be considered top tier, but I can definitely become a key strength. 3. I've only got an E-grade talent, improved vision. I do feel that my field of vision has improved by several times, so I'll be your support in the future. I've got behemoth strength. I feel that my entire body is filled with strength, it's too powerful. As he spoke, this student walked to the side of a tree and punched out. 4. The towering tree that was so thick that 3 people were needed to hug it trembled incessantly under his punch. A deep fist imprint was left on the spot where the fist had landed. Damn, Big Brother Yan, aren't you too strong? Fierce, man, you are awesome. Big Brother Yan, what grade is your talent at? I've also gotten a strength type talent, but I feel that I am not as powerful as you. 1. Big Brother Yan, can I hang out with you in the future? I'll be your support. Listening to the praises and envious voices of the surrounding students, Yan Yuanji instantly felt extremely satisfied and his face was filled with enjoyment. Lu Yan looked over at this moment. He was a little surprised. To think that that guy's strength was actually so powerful after he had awakened his talent. Was this still human? Instantly, Lu Yan was also a little curious. What grade would such a powerful talent be at? Grade. My behemoth strength is a C-grade talent. Yan Yuanji said with a face full of pride. When the surrounding students heard this, they were instantly filled with envy. With a C-grade talent, it meant that he would absolutely be among the main force, which then meant that he would be the Federation's focus in nurturing, and would be extremely important. 2. However, at this moment, Lu Yan was secretly laughing in his heart. A C-grade talent was only as such. There was a total of 5 grades between it and his SSS grade talent. It was simply a world of difference. 4. Since even a C grade talent was so strong, then his SSS grade talent would probably be much more terrifying than he had imagined. At this moment, a voice suddenly sounded from everyone's wristbands. Please rise to level 2 of the tower within 7 days, or you will be expelled from the tower. Hearing the notification, the students were all eager to move. They had just awakened their talent and wanted to properly use it to see how much stronger they had become. At this moment, everyone was using and adapting to their talents, making preparations before setting off. Seeing this, Liu Yan also tried using his talent. First, he looked at his equipment. Before they had entered the tower, apart from obtaining a smart wristband, they had also obtained a whole set of equipment, albeit at the lowest grade. Federation Defense Equipment. Grade F. Effect: Defense plus 10. Liu Yan suddenly had a feeling that he could extract the impurities within. 3. Following the feeling, Liu Yan tried to use his talent. A pale white light flashed in his hand. The equipment was still the same, but it was a little brighter, giving off a completely different feeling. Divine Extraction has succeeded in extracting the impurities. Congratulations on upgrading the defense equipment to E grade. 9. To think that extracting the impurities from his equipment could upgrade the equipment. Liu Yan was secretly surprised. 1. One had to know that within the Federation, only experts with talents above C grade C were qualified to have rare E grade equipment. 4. Liu Yan had not expended any effort. He had only used his talent to extract the impurities and had directly obtained this powerful equipment for nothing. Liu Yan tried to use his talent again, but there was no effect. 1. It seemed that there was a limit to how much he could upgrade something. As for how he could break the limit, he still had to slowly explore. Liu Yan looked at the stats of his equipment on his smart wristband again. Federation Defense Equipment. Grade E. Effect: Defense plus 50. 3. Previously, when the equipment had still been at the F grade, the defense had only been 10 points. Now, its attributes had increased by 5 times. Liu Yan's initial vitality, which was also his defense, was only at 11. With the addition of this E-grade equipment, his defense had increased by 6 times. 1. To have his defense full before setting off, he felt safe. At this time, the students had already gotten used to their talents and were ready to set off to explore level 1 of the tower. They would kill the beasts on level 1 and obtain resources to become stronger. 1. I heard that the beasts in this world are extremely powerful, so we must be extremely careful. The white light on our bodies is already slowly fading. The beginner's protection time is about to end. Let's hope that we can all return alive. 5. Listening to the discussions of the people around him, Yan Yuanji laughed. He came to the side of a big tree and struck out with his palm. 3. Creak. Boom. The thick tree which would take 2 people to hug fell to the ground under the palm strike. When the surrounding students saw this, they were all extremely shocked. Yan Yuanji smiled and said, "See, after I have adapted to my strength, I have become even stronger. Everyone, don't worry, with me around, those beasts won't be a problem." 4. As expected of AC grade talent, it's really powerful. 2. This feeling of security is too strong. So this is the power of AC grade talent. Big brother Yan, it's great to have you. Quote. 2. Instantly, the nervousness of the students gradually dissipated. Seeing how powerful Yan Yuanji was, they felt much more at ease. Following that, under Yan Yuanji's lead, the group set off to explore. At this moment, Yan Yuanji had become the leader of the group of students. 3. Not long after they had started the exploration, a saber-toothed tiger appeared in front of everyone. Its appearance was similar to the tigers on Blue Planet, but its body size was much larger, and it was as tall as a person. Its 2 sharp teeth that were revealed were shining with a cold light, causing fear to grow in people's hearts. This is a saber-toothed tiger, a level 1 saber-toothed tiger. It's the most basic monster on level 1 of the tower. A student reminded. Yan Yuanji, who was originally a little nervous, instantly calmed down. It's only level 1, how powerful can it be? You guys just wait here and watch me go up and take care of this saber-toothed tiger. As he said that, Yan Yuanji rushed up alone. 3. Yeah, it's only level 1. Our big brother Yan is so strong. Why should we be afraid of it? Brother Yan, FCK it. 14. You're just a level 1 beast, how dare you show your face? The students clamored. Liu Yan frowned slightly. Although the saber-toothed tiger was only at level 1, it did not look weak at all. At this moment, Yan Yuanji had already rushed to the front of the saber-toothed tiger. He gathered all the strength in his body and threw a punch at it. However, the saber-toothed tiger dodged easily. 1. Then, it opened its huge mouth and its sharp teeth pierced through Yan Yuanji's chest. Yan Yuanji fell to the ground on the spot and was dead. 39. Global Towers. Starting with the SSS Rank Talent, God Tier Extraction. Chapter 3. Pick up scraps in the beginning, become heaven-defying in the later stages. 1. Yan Yuanji, who had a powerful C-grade strength-type talent, was actually instantly killed by a level 1 saber-toothed tiger. 5. When the group of students saw this, they were all extremely frightened and looked at the saber-toothed tiger with a face full of fear. Fortunately, the saber-toothed tiger seemed to be afraid when it looked at the crowd and saw that there was a faint white halo covering the students' bodies. It left. Damn, fortunately, we still have the beginner's protection halo. Otherwise, we'd be dead for sure. 2. Yan Yuanji took the initiative to make a move just now, and the beginner's protection halo had disappeared immediately. This is only a level 1 monster, and it's already so powerful. Even Yan Yuanji with the C-grade talent isn't a match for it. 2. Looks like our instructor is right. The beasts in here are extremely powerful. We have to be extra careful and not be as arrogant as Yan Yuanji. What a pity. He had such a good talent at the C-grade, yet he was instantly killed in the beginning. If he had been careful, he would have been destined to become an expert. We should form a team. We'll only have a chance if we work together to deal with the beasts. There's no chance at all if we face them alone. We have to hurry up. The beginner's protection halo is about to disappear. Quote. Following that, the students discussed among themselves as they quickly formed teams and prepared to work together to deal with the beasts. 1. At this moment, Lu Yan was also secretly surprised at the strength of the beast, and was eager to increase his strength. An SSS grade talent was bound to be incomparably powerful. He had to make use of it to grow stronger. He couldn't be like Yan Yuanji, who had fallen before truly growing. According to the description, this talent could extract everything. Since it could extract non-living things, then could living things be extracted as well? To confirm his guess, Lu Yan came to the side of the tree that had fallen from the palm strike just now and used his talent. 1. With that, a faint green light enveloped the tree. The tree quickly withered, and an invisible power flowed into Lu Yan's body. Divine extraction of the tree has been successful. Obtained. Vitality plus 0.000001. 9. Seeing the stats that he had successfully extracted, Lu Yan was speechless. Using divine extraction on these trees could make him stronger, but the progress was a little too slow. If Lu Yan was given enough time to extract all the trees in the forest, he would be able to improve a lot in a day. However, the key point was that he did not have that much time now. That being said, there was also good news. At the very least, it meant that he could also extract living creatures. Immediately, Lu Yan set his sights on Yan Yuanji's corpse, which was not far away. 2. Seeing that the other students were all busy forming teams and no one was paying attention to him, Lu Yan hurriedly walked over. There were 2 holes in Yan Yuanji's chest, and fresh blood was continuously flowing out from them. His death was extremely tragic. Coming into close contact with a corpse, Lu Yan's heart was filled with fear. However, to become stronger and survive, Lu Yan had no choice but to endure his fear and touch it. A green light enveloped the corpse, and a few lines of words appeared in front of Lu Yan. Divine extraction of the corpse has been successful. Obtained. Strength plus 0.1, D-grade skill, strength enhancement. 4. Strength enhancement. Grade D. Effects. In Berserk mode, your strength will increase by 3 times while your spirit will decrease by 50%. Seeing the notification, Lu Yan was ecstatic. His strength attribute had directly been increased by 0.1. Although 0.1 did not seem like much, Lu Yan could clearly feel that his strength had improved by a little. It would have probably taken at least half a month to achieve this effect via abnormal exercise or training. Apart from that, he had also obtained a D-grade skill. Liu Yan guessed that the skill extracted was somehow related to the corpse's talent. Since Yan Yuanji had awakened a C-grade strength-type talent, the skill Liu Yan had extracted was then a D-grade strength-type skill. Immediately after, Liu Yan's gaze shifted to the dagger on Yan Yuanji's waist. This was a beginner weapon issued by the Federation. Due to the scarcity of equipment, a beginner was only allowed to choose to obtain one piece of equipment issued by the Federation on his first entry of the tower. At that time, Liu Yan had chosen a piece of defensive equipment as a precaution. As such, he was now lacking a piece of offensive equipment. After taking Yan Yuanji's dagger, Liu Yan took a look. Federation Special Dagger. Grade F. Effect: Attack plus 10. Liu Yan immediately used Divine Extraction. A white light enveloped the dagger, and a notification appeared before his eyes. Divine Extraction has succeeded in extracting the impurities. Congratulations on upgrading the dagger to E grade. 3. When Liu Yan looked at the stats again, the effects of the dagger had already changed to Attack plus 50. Instantly, Liu Yan's overall strength had received a huge increase. Firstly, his attributes had received a certain increase. Secondly, he had obtained a D-grade strength-type skill, which had improved his strength quite a bit. Lastly, he had two pieces of equipment now, one offensive and one defensive, both of which were E-grade. It could be said that Liu Yan's strength had increased several times in an instant. 1. On top of that, this huge increase was only the initial effect of his SSS grade talent, Divine Extraction. 1. Liu Yan understood that the true strength of his talent lay in the fact that he could continuously use it on all sorts of non-living creatures and living creatures, which would allow him to continuously increase his strength in all aspects. He had unimaginable growth potential. 4. If Divine Extraction was used to extract the impurities of equipment, it could upgrade the equipment, turning waste into treasure. If it was used on corpses, Liu Yan could obtain attribute points and skills, constantly improving himself. Liu Yan pondered over his next plans. Although the SSS grade talent Divine Extraction was incomparably powerful, it still needed time to grow. Especially after witnessing the strength of the beasts in this world as well as Yan Yuanji's tragic death, Liu Yan understood this even more. If he wanted to survive in this world, he had to be careful and not be arrogant. A level 1 beast was already so powerful. Liu Yan couldn't imagine how powerful a beast at a higher level would be. 1. Fortunately, he could use Divine Extraction on corpses. With that, Liu Yan's path would be much simpler, and he could just tag along behind his classmates. 2. In the process of fighting beasts, the corpses of beasts and humans would be inevitably produced. Liu Yan could then extract the corpses of both humans and beasts. From the corpses of humans, he could obtain corresponding skills and certain attributes. From the corpses of exotic beasts, Liu Yan guessed that he could obtain certain abilities, but more importantly, he could obtain many attribute points. After all, the attributes of beasts were very powerful. This also meant that in this tower, Liu Yan didn't even need to fight with beasts in the early stages. He only needed to constantly pick up scraps, and he would be able to obtain all sorts of powerful skills and large amounts of attribute points. 1. This way, by continuously picking up scraps, Liu Yan could crazily increase his strength. When his strength was sufficient, he would be able to easily defeat beasts alone. After thinking all this through, Liu Yan felt much more at ease. As expected of an SSS grade talent, it was truly incomparably powerful and was simply heaven-defying. Relying on the Divine Extraction talent, Liu Yan could rapidly increase his strength without any life-threatening danger in the early stages. 2. And in the later stages, when his strength had grown, Liu Yan would no longer have to fear the beasts. He would be able to continuously defeat high-level beasts and increase his strength even faster then. His potential in the future was unimaginable. There was simply no upper limit. 1. It was a heavily injured level 1 beast that was still currently healing itself. When he saw its attributes, Lu Yan immediately understood that those who had just awakened were no match for this blood wolf in a one-on-one fight. However, there had been two of them, but because it was their first battle, they did not dare to go forward. That was why such a tragedy had happened. The blood wolf was clearly on the verge of death, and the other people had only needed to muster up the courage to fight to definitely win, yet, they chose to flee because of fear. 4. Lu Yan raised the dagger in his hand and prepared to fight. Although there was a certain difference in attributes, Lu Yan had 2 pieces of E-grade equipment on him. With this, he was no weaker than the blood wolf. Apart from that, Lu Yan also had a skill. In addition to the fact that the blood wolf was already on the verge of death, he was completely capable of dealing with it. The only thing he had to take note of was to overcome his fear and not retreat at the last minute. I'll let you be the first stepping stone on my path to becoming stronger. Lu Yan's gaze turned cold as he raised his dagger and charged forward. 1. The blood wolf, which was licking its wounds, noticed Lu Yan's arrival and immediately stood up, staring coldly at him. However, Lu Yan was not afraid at all. He immediately activated his D-grade skill, Strength Enhancement. Veins popped out all over Lu Yan's body, and his muscles rapidly filled with blood. 1. The Berserk mode had been activated. With that, Lu Yan's strength was instantly increased by 3 times. Gripping the dagger tightly, Lu Yan charged forward. The blood wolf also pounced forward. Lu Yan did not dodge. Instead, he used his equipment's armguard to block it. 1. He felt a wave of pain, but at this moment, he had no time to think about it. He gripped the dagger tightly and stabbed it at the blood wolf's head again and again. After a few hits, blood spurted out, and the blood wolf gradually loosened its bite and fell to the ground. Lu Yan was worried that it wasn't dead yet, so he went up to stab it a few more times. After confirming that the blood wolf was indeed dead, he finally let out a sigh of relief. 3. Panting heavily, Lu Yan took a long time to recover. When he looked at himself again, he realized that he was covered in blood, in a sorry state. Lu Yan checked his forearm. Under the protection of the equipment, he hadn't been injured, which was a relief. The equipment that had been upgraded to E-grade with the divine extraction had decent defense. To think it could withstand the bite of a level 1 blood wolf. At this time, Lu Yan had gradually regained his composure. He hurried to the front of the blood wolf's corpse and activated divine extraction. A green light enveloped the corpse. Divine extraction of the blood wolf's corpse has been successful. Obtained. Strength +2, Vitality +2, Agility +3. 1. At the same time, Lu Yan felt a warm current flow through his entire body. The strength in his body had clearly improved, and his physical toughness had also increased by quite a lot. Other than that, he felt that his body had become much lighter, which meant that his speed had also increased significantly. Lu Yan was quite surprised that he could obtain so many attribute points at once. 1. With this, he somewhat understood the pattern of divine extraction. Using the talent on the powerful beasts would allow him to obtain more attribute points, to which the trees and corpses of newly awakened people were far inferior. 2. However, other than attribute points, he did not obtain anything else. The skill that he had obtained from the human corpse previously was extremely powerful though. The strength enhancement had helped Lu Yan greatly this time. 1. After his first battle with a beast, Lu Yan gradually gained some confidence. Although the beasts were powerful, they were not invincible. As long as he could overcome his fear, they were actually not that terrifying. However, in terms of combat techniques, he was still lacking. At the moment, he didn't have any other skills other than a strength-type skill, so he could only fight head-on. It would be fine if he encountered weaker beasts, but if he encountered a stronger beast than himself, it would be troublesome. It seems that I still have to continue improving my strength. Although my strength has increased greatly, it's still not enough, Lu Yan thought to himself. After roughly cleaning up the blood on his body and putting away the dagger, Lu Yan got up and was about to leave when he noticed the 2 human corpses beside him. Only then did Lu Yan remember that there were still 2 corpses that he had not used the divine extraction on. After the battle with the blood wolf, he had been quite nervous that he had almost forgotten about such an important matter. Liu Yan quickly went to the front of the two corpses and used divine extraction. Green light shrouded the corpses, and lines of notifications emerged before Liu Yan. 1. Global Towers. Starting with the SSS Rank Talent, God Tier Extraction. Chapter 4. The First Battle, Overcoming Fear. At this moment, the group of students had already formed teams. Most of the people on the same team were those with talents at the same grade, which was more suitable in arrangement since their strength didn't vary by too much. Some teams were willing to bring along one or two with slightly lower grade talents as support, but they weren't willing to bring too many. After all, bringing along too many people with lower grade talents would only become a burden to the team, affecting their survival and killing of beasts. As such, the team with D-grade talents was the strongest. It also included the few experts with C-grade talents, and as such was the team that had the best chance of entering level 2 of the tower. 2. Those with E-grade talents had formed two teams. Although they were much weaker and had almost no hope of entering level 2, it shouldn't be a problem for them to survive if they were careful. The remaining two teams had been formed by people with F-grade talents, and they were currently quite miserable. Let alone advancing to level 2 of the tower, it was extremely difficult for them to even survive. The rules that the teams were formed on were extremely cruel. At this moment, a team member from the F-grade talents team saw Liu Yan and threw out an offer. Brother, seeing that you haven't said much, the grade of your talent shouldn't be too high, right? Why not come with us? After all, the more the merrier. We can try our best to survive. No, thanks, Liu Yan shook his head slightly and rejected. 3. The current Liu Yan wasn't weak. Even if he was alone, it wouldn't be difficult for him to survive. Besides, Liu Yan's goal was clearly not just that. Soon, the teams had been formed. The white halos on everyone's bodies disappeared, indicating that the beginner's protection time had ended, and the teams set off separately. Who knew how many people would return to the blue planet alive after this separation? As for Liu Yan, he was the only lone ranger. After everyone left, Liu Yan did not go around exploring. Instead, he stayed where he was and hid while waiting. As expected, in less than an hour, the smart wristband showed new notifications. The awakened Wang who has died. Location 800 meters southeast. Please pay attention to your safety. 1. The awakened Zhao Tian has died. Location 800 meters southeast. Please pay attention to your safety. 1. 2 dead at once. Seeing this, although Liu Yan felt sorry for these two unlucky fellows, at the same time, his face was full of joy. His chance to pick up scraps had come. 11. Originally, the Federation had developed the death notification to help the awakened avoid danger, but now, it had become a tool for Liu Yan to pick up scraps. Liu Yan held the dagger as he hurriedly passed through the dense forest, heading southeast. Soon, Liu Yan arrived at his destination. Two corpses were lying on the ground, with fresh blood flowing continuously from them. One of them even had his internal organs exposed, the scene extremely gruesome. Next to the two corpses was a beast licking its wounds. Liu Yan quickly used his smart wristband to check its attributes. 3. Blood Wolf. Level 1. HP 100 300ths. 3. MP 200 300ths. Strength 28. Vitality 25. Agility 35. Spirit 16. Adaptability 15. Talent none. Skills Claw, Pounce. 2. It was a heavily injured level 1 beast that was still currently healing itself. When he saw its attributes, Liu Yan immediately understood that those who had just awakened were no match for this blood wolf in a one-on-one fight. However, there had been two of them, but because it was their first battle, they did not dare to go forward. That was why such a tragedy had happened. The blood wolf was clearly on the verge of death, and the other people had only needed to muster up the courage to fight to definitely win, yet, they chose to flee because of fear. 4. Liu Yan raised the dagger in his hand and prepared to fight. Although there was a certain difference in attributes, Liu Yan had two pieces of E-grade equipment on him. With this, he was no weaker than the Blood Wolf. Apart from that, Liu Yan also had a skill. In addition to the fact that the Blood Wolf was already on the verge of death, he was completely capable of dealing with it. The only thing he had to take note of was to overcome his fear and not retreat at the last minute. I'll let you be the first stepping stone on my path to becoming stronger. Liu Yan's gaze turned cold as he raised his dagger and charged forward. 1. The Blood Wolf, which was licking its wounds, noticed Liu Yan's arrival and immediately stood up, staring coldly at him. However, Liu Yan was not afraid at all. He immediately activated his degrade skill, Strength Enhancement. Veins popped out all over Liu Yan's body, and his muscles rapidly filled with blood. 1. The Berserk mode had been activated. With that, Liu Yan's strength was instantly increased by 3 times. Gripping the dagger tightly, Liu Yan charged forward. The Blood Wolf also pounced forward. Liu Yan did not dodge. Instead, he used his equipment's arm guard to block it. 1. He felt a wave of pain, but at this moment, he had no time to think about it. He gripped the dagger tightly and stabbed it at the Blood Wolf's head again and again. After a few hits, blood spurted out, and the Blood Wolf gradually loosened its bite and fell to the ground. Liu Yan was worried that it wasn't dead yet, so he went up to stab it a few more times. After confirming that the Blood Wolf was indeed dead, he finally let out a sigh of relief. 3. Panting heavily, Liu Yan took a long time to recover. When he looked at himself again, he realized that he was covered in blood, in a sorry state. Liu Yan checked his forearm. Under the protection of the equipment, he hadn't been injured, which was a relief. The equipment that had been upgraded to E-grade with the Divine Extraction had decent defense. To think it could withstand the bite of a level 1 Blood Wolf. At this time, Liu Yan had gradually regained his composure. He hurried to the front of the Blood Wolf's corpse and activated Divine Extraction. A green light enveloped the corpse. Divine Extraction of the Blood Wolf's corpse has been successful. Obtained. Strength +2, Vitality +2, Agility +3. 1. At the same time, Liu Yan felt a warm current flow through his entire body. The strength in his body had clearly improved, and his physical toughness had also increased by quite a lot. Other than that, he felt that his body had become much lighter, which meant that his speed had also increased significantly. Liu Yan was quite surprised that he could obtain so many attribute points at once. 1. With this, he somewhat understood the pattern of Divine Extraction. Using the talent on the powerful beasts would allow him to obtain more attribute points, to which the trees and corpses of newly awakened people were far inferior. 2. However, other than attribute points, he did not obtain anything else. The skill that he had obtained from the human corpse previously was extremely powerful though. The strength enhancement had helped Liu Yan greatly this time. 1. After his first battle with a beast, Liu Yan gradually gained some confidence. Although the beasts were powerful, they were not invincible. As long as he could overcome his fear, they were actually not that terrifying. However, in terms of combat techniques, he was still lacking. At the moment, he didn't have any other skills other than a strength-type skill, so he could only fight head-on. It would be fine if he encountered weaker beasts, but if he encountered a stronger beast than himself, it would be troublesome. It seems that I still have to continue improving my strength. Although my strength has increased greatly, it's still not enough, Liu Yan thought to himself. After roughly cleaning up the blood on his body and putting away the dagger, Liu Yan got up and was about to leave when he noticed the 2 human corpses beside him. Only then did Liu Yan remember that there were still 2 corpses that he had not used the Divine Extraction on. After the battle with the Blood Wolf, he had been quite nervous that he had almost forgotten about such an important matter. Liu Yan quickly went to the front of the 2 corpses and used Divine Extraction. Green light shrouded the corpses, and lines of notifications emerged before Liu Yan.